How's it, guys? This is Dayvy FPL and welcome back to another Fantasy Premier League video here on my channel. Now in this video we're going to be going over the team selection for the upcoming Game Week 15. We're also going to take a look at how my squad got on in Game Week 14 and also talk about my potential transfers for that. I'm recording this video after the Leicester fixture and the Man United fixture. They've just taken place. So I'm recording this video on Sunday night. So just keep that in mind. Maybe the transfer options will change if injuries do come about. Obviously, there is the big news of Tammy Abraham, whether he's going to be ready for that Wednesday fixture against Aston Villa. So that is yet to be decided. But just having to record this on Sunday night, as you know, the game week is close to starting. It should be starting on about Tuesday night, depending on where you are around the world. So just stay tuned for that. And a little bit of a reminder to please take note of that midweek deadline so you don't miss out on it. But otherwise, let's get on to the video. We have had our first sponsorship on the Dayvy FPL channel, so thanks a lot to OneFootball. OneFootball is a footballing app that gives you live notifications of the games that you're following, so it makes the perfect FPL companion app, and I've been using it for a couple of years now, and that's why I was happy to do a sponsorship with them as I use the product. So down below there's a link for all you need to know about OneFootball. You can go download the app on iOS or Android. It's completely free, so no commission or anything here, so you don't have to worry about that, but I use it, so should you. So as you can see on screen here, we have the dream team. This has not been updated. I'm expecting the likes of Iheanacho to be appearing in that forward department. Obviously, he got that assist and that lovely goal right at the death to seal Leicester's victory against Everton. But a couple surprises here on the screen. The likes of the West Ham defenders, an absolutely superb defensive appearance from them. The likes of Martin on his debut in his 30s, a sensational debut, I must say, and also Cresswell, who managed to get that clean sheet and a goal. But the top performer of this game week is 100% Virgil van Dijk. 2 goals against Brighton. Unlucky not to keep the clean sheet there, but that was quite a sneaky goal from Lewis Dunk. I wouldn't really expect him to be on many free kicks, but definitely maybe that adds to his FPL weight there, that he is on direct free kicks as a centre back. But otherwise we do have the Spurs lads, ALLI and Son, highly tipped to be performing quite well. They do have some tougher fixtures as we discussed in the preview. Mentioning the preview, there'll be a link in the description down below if you did not catch that video. But the Son and ALLI, both Spurs midfielders, doing quite well, and hopefully they continue that form, as I think a lot of us are looking to bring them in. Otherwise, Harry Wilson with 2 goals, coming on as a substitute to help Bournemouth secure those 2 goals against Spurs. They did still manage to lose the game, but at least he's getting a couple of goals. Also very good on the free kicks. Wilfried Zaha, another little bit of a differential that a lot of people are considering, mainly because Mason Mount to Zaha is quite an easy switch to do. Then we also have De Bruyne, probably one of the only guys I own in my squad along with Danny Ings. So De Bruyne scored a lovely goal, quite a good goal off the volley there and off the crossbar. So looks like he's still continuing his very good assisting and scoring threat. And then obviously Danny Ings, my transfer in this week, managing to produce a goal and 3 points. A little bit lucky as there was a handball in the build-up, but I'm not really complaining as I do own him. But let's get on to see how my team did in Game Week 14. So as you can see on screen, 52 points. That average points of 28 will update, and I'm pretty sure we're going to be seeing around the 45, even 50 mark for this game week. Not as good as a lot of people were expecting. I think the fixtures this game week were so good that we kind of had a very high expectation of the average, and then the likes of the West Ham Chelsea game didn't really fulfill us, and the Liverpool game, there wasn't that many goals. But that rank on screen, about the 50k mark, that will update to exactly about the same rank we were last week. I've basically taken like a 3k green arrow to around the 65k mark. So a little green arrow, not too big, but it looks like we're kind of maintaining that, which I'm actually perfectly fine with. As long as we're getting green arrows and not red arrows, that's fine with me. And then hopefully going into the wild card, we can rebound off it and have a great festive period where the FPL fixtures are going to be coming thick and fast, as will my FPL videos. So subscribe if you are new or have not subscribed yet, and hit that bell notification to be notified when I do drop these videos, as they probably will be dropping quite weekly. So as I said, 52 points. Let's see how my rest of my team did. And basically this game week, my midfield and attack swapped with my defense. The reason I'm saying that is usually my midfield and attack are getting the 2-pointers, but this week my defense did it. So credit to the defense for managing to not do that well. Starting off with Ryan in goal with 2 points. I was expecting a little bit more from Ryan, just mainly due to how he started off the game. Against Liverpool, he was getting massive amount of saves within that first 20 minutes, so I thought this would definitely be leading to a couple of save points. It did lead to about 1 save point, but -1 for conceding 2 goals. But with Matt Ryan against Liverpool, can't really ask for much. He does have some very tough fixtures coming on, so we could be looking at maybe transferring him out come those transfer options. Going into Robertson with 2 points, I really thought that this would be the game week that Liverpool finally managed to get that clean sheet. He didn't manage to get any attacking returns, which was quite annoying, as Virgil van Dijk and Alexander-Arnold both got a lot. So this was just one of those unlucky weeks to own Robertson. You just kind of have to go with one and stick with it. I think Robertson and Trent will be kind of competing throughout the entire season, switching from game week to game week to who scores the most points. But Robertson with 2 points still had quite an attacking appearance, but obviously Trent Alexander-Arnold is the better fullback for those attacking returns. Then we have Lundstrom with 2 points. A little bit annoying that they managed to concede. It was a 1-1 draw, but I always thought that it would end 1-1. That was actually my prediction. So a little bit unlucky with Lundstrom conceding, but I do think we can't really be that angry about it, as Wolves are in great form. But with Lundstrom, he always could offer those attacking returns, which he did not. But going to stick with him. I think he's probably one of the best players to own in FPL, and I don't see him going anywhere for the rest of the season. Then with Nathan Ake, I spoke about in the team selection. I was not expecting much from him. I knew that Spurs would win, but I thought there was always that outside chance that maybe Nathan Ake could get a set piece return or something like that. But he definitely looks like he's going to be on the way out of the squad. It's just a little bit annoying how every single game week where I want to transfer him out, another injured player comes in and I have to sort that out first. But maybe this week we're finally looking at Nathan Ake out. Then Sionku, you've just probably heard about it. They managed to win 2-1 against Everton, conceded the goal. I heard that Everton actually looked quite good, so maybe a little bit unlucky, maybe not. I think that Sionku was never going to keep that many clean sheets in a row, as I don't think the Leicester defense is that good, and you've seen this season that a lot of defenses are conceding. So Sionku, 2 points. He doesn't get many attacking returns, so can't really argue with that. The only downside is that Chilwell and Pereira both got attacking returns, so Sionku was probably the worst defender out of Leicester to own. Then we have De Bruyne and Sterling. I'll speak about them collectively. So De Bruyne, you know that cracker. You've probably seen it over on Twitter or on YouTube. Absolutely great goal. And then Sterling also managed to get a goal, with De Bruyne picking up some bonus points, I think more than Sterling. But with Sterling, if you saw towards the end of the game, De Bruyne lobbed a lovely cross into him, and Sterling decided to take it on first time and just managed to not get that much power on. But I definitely saw Sterling and De Bruyne's names and lights when that one came in, and I thought I was going to be on for some mega points. But I'm just kind of happy that Sterling managed to return finally. I've kept the patience with him, and the reason why I had him in my squad was because Tammy Abraham was injured, so I had to sort that out, and the replacement would have been Sadio Mane, and he scored 2 points, so it was worth kind of holding on to Sterling, but I don't know if that'll pay off that much into the future. Then we have Mason Mount, who did start the game. There was some speculation about maybe he lost his place, but I just think that was because it was a very tough fixture, and Frank Lampard likes to set them up in the midfield against the tougher opposition. So Mason Mount with the 2 points. Chelsea overall were quite annoying. I saw that Mount had quite a nice chance early on in the game, which I thought that he could have done better on, but you know, I'm probably going to be holding onto him come game week 15, so we'll talk about that in the team selection. But then we have Jamie Vardy, who just ended the game. He won't be getting any bonus points, unfortunately. That last minute Iheanacho goal saw Iheanacho getting all 3 bonus and Jamie Vardy falling out. So 6 points doubled to 12. Not that bad, but we kind of haven't gotten used to that 12 points doubled to 24. But I was just happy that Vardy managed to return. I was considering captaining Salah. Not that much in it, to be honest. So Vardy was my highest scoring captaincy option, as I wasn't really considering De Bruyne. I maybe considered Sterling, but it was always kind of between Salah and Vardy. So just happy with the Vardy return. And then obviously Danny Ings coming in this week for the injured Tammy Abraham. Really delighted that he managed to get 9 points. So he managed to get a goal and 3 bonus points, which is much welcome. Then we have Greenwood on the bench along with Hayden and Lascelles. Lascelles is always kind of a worry now with his injury. He probably should be my first transfer out, as he's only going to be coming back in the new year. But let's get along and see how the team is setting up for Game Week 15. So as you can see on goal, Arsenal away for Matt Ryan. Arsenal not looking the best. I think that Brighton can definitely do something against Arsenal in this one, but it is a home fixture. The new manager should be coming in, and then it will be the first home game for him. So it might be a little bit tough, but with Matt Ryan, you always have those save points. Going into the defense, it's looking a lot more rosier. We have Robertson against Everton. Everton showed a resurgence against Leicester, but they have been playing quite badly, and you know with Robertson, you can always get an attacking return. Lundstrom against Newcastle, good fixture for them. Newcastle have also been looking quite good. It's kind of going to be quite a boring game, I think, the Sheffield United versus Newcastle. Two quite a defensive sides going against each other. Hoping maybe for a 0-0 draw on that one, but we'll see once it gets closer to the deadline. But with Ake against Crystal Palace also looking quite good. I'm just kind of hoping that Ake, if he does stay in the squad, can manage to get a clean sheet or attacking return. And then Sionku against Watford. They've just sacked their manager. This should be a clean sheet for Leicester, and I'm hoping that it is, and then we can kind of be repaid for this faith in the Leicester defense. Going into midfield, De Bruyne and Sterling against Burnley. Burnley lost against on the weekend against Crystal Palace 2-0, so I expect City to win this one. I jinxed them kind of in the stream before the deadline and said that I do think that they will win against Newcastle, and then they ended up drawing, but I do think they will win this game. Burnley away is a tough game, but Man City should be winning this, and if they want to keep up with Liverpool, they've got to start winning some games, so I do have faith in him. Then I'm probably going to be keeping Mason Mount for this Aston Villa at home game. It's just quite a good fixture, and I don't think I'll be making the switch to the Spurs midfielders yet, as I do think their fixtures are quite iffy, but hopefully Mount returns in this one, and hopefully it might be enough coverage for Tammy Abraham if he does come back. Then we have Salah against Everton. Salah hasn't looked great, to be honest, but it is a Merseyside derby at Anfield, so I'm expecting some goals. Probably going to be quite a close game, but if Salah manages to nick the only goal in the game, then I'll be worth it. Then we have Danny Ings against Norwich, which is looking like a great fixture. Norwich are better attacking wise, but the defense is also looking quite shoddy, so I'm hoping that Southampton can rebound off this victory against Watford and continue this goal, and Danny Ings can continue his goal scoring run. Then we have Vardy, who is the captain for this week. I think he's the best captaincy option throughout the entire FPL. He managed to return this week against Everton, which seemed like quite a tough game overall, so I'm really expecting him to do quite well against Watford, and that's why he is my captain. Going on to the bench, we have Hayden against Sheffield United. He'll come on if anything needs to happen in terms of if one of my players gets injured, but I'm not really expecting him to come on. Then we have Greenwood against Spurs, probably won't come on, and then Lascelles is injured, so I might look on and replace him or just bank the transfer for next game week. But the team is overall looking quite good. I'm quite confident that this squad can get the job done, and hopefully we look at another green arrow. But let's get on to some of my transfer thoughts for the future and for this upcoming game week. So as you can see on screen, I've got quite a symmetrical, almost Christmas tree, upside down Christmas tree there for the festive period. But going on, if I do want to bring out Matt Ryan, my options are Henderson or Guaita. I'm leaning a little bit more towards Henderson because, as I said in the preview, Guaita, there always is that rotation thread around these tough fixtures. So Henderson is kind of my favorite player. But in defense, you can see I'm highly focused on Crystal Palace, just mainly due to their fixtures being so good. They have some great fixtures coming up, and I really do think they can do quite well. So I've highlighted Van Arnold, Kelly and Tompkins. Kelly is the standard option here just because he's so cheap, and I do think that he should do quite well. The only thing with him is that he probably will be playing for the next couple of weeks as Ward is out injured, and then once Ward comes back, I'm pretty sure that Kelly will lose his spot. So Van Arnold is probably my standout option for them. He does come in quite expensive, 5.6 million, which puts him more at that premium mid-range option, but I do think with his attacking threat, that should be paid off over these nice fixtures. You could also opt for Tompkins, as offset pieces is also quite good, but I kind of favor Van Arnold if you're willing to stretch the budget. Going on to midfield, if you're looking at maybe taking Mason Mount out, which I could still do, but I don't really think so, I'd be looking at Maddison. I could do Dele Alli straight before the price rise last night, which is quite annoying, but I do think that I'll be holding off from Dele Alli and so on for the foreseeable future until probably I do wildcard. Then going up front, we have Musset at 5.1 million. I could have always opted for him over Danny Ings. He is cheaper, but I just favor Danny Ings over the next two. But if you're looking for kind of a cheap budget enabler forward who's still going to be playing games and should still be scoring goals, look at Musset. Sheffield United has some great fixtures as well, so definitely an option up front. But those are kind of my transfer thoughts if I do make one. Stay tuned to my Twitter at DayvyFPL for all confirmed transfers, like I did confirm the last week transfer of Tammy Abraham to Danny Ings. Stay tuned to Twitter for further press conference news about the likes of especially Tammy Abraham and all that jazz. I hope this game week is absolutely sensational for you. Please like the video if you did enjoy and subscribe if you are new or have not subscribed yet. We're nearing that 15k mark, so it will be quite a nice milestone to hit before Christmas. Enjoy the game week, and I'm going to be signing off. This has been Dayvy FPL, and I'm out. Cheers, bye.